What's up, guys? Um, my name's Paul. I am a salesman. Um, why should you listen to me? You shouldn't. This is actually just me documenting my journey. And I just want to express my thoughts on something. Um, I was on the phone with a good buddy of mine, Kishan, the other day, um, literally yesterday. And I'm going through this phase in my life where I've done and gone through a lot of growth over the past 8 months, and waking up 4 o'clock in the morning, working out for a couple of hours, taking sales calls all day, eating very healthy, getting great sleep, and just prioritizing myself, which was very much needed, by the way. But that's another video. This video is about my thoughts on sacrifice, um, because I look at Alex Hormozy and I want to be a lot like him. He has changed my life more than anyone has changed my life, and he had this video on not outworking everybody but out sacrificing everybody. And I was talking to my friend Kashan about going back to video games. I was talking to a couple of friends, but Kashan is becoming a close friend of mine, and we talk every Friday or Saturday, and it's a big relief. It's a really big relief actually talking to him because he offers a different perspective than the one that I have, and it's refreshing. It's very refreshing in a way, to just get his input on things. I value his input. I value his friendship and his time. And I told him I had this super deep craving to play video games the past 2 days. I hadn't played video games in a long time. Um, and I told him this is why I can't go back to playing video games. Because I know that the reason I'm going back to them is to feel that sense of progress, to feel that sense of dominance and conquer and achievement and to just not. I was even talking to Phil about this yesterday when we were out. To just not feel the suck that I'm in, right? And that kind of blows my mind. It's like however long ago, 20 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. Like, at least from the perspective of a man trying to build himself, he didn't have any escapism. And Phil brought up a good point. He's like, no drugs and alcohol. Yeah, sure, relatively speaking, like in terms of like not too long ago. But in terms of like 1,000 years ago or 100,000 years ago, it's like a man who was trying to build himself. Like there was no form of, at least not that I can think of. Like it's like you either went through it of not feeling valuable for such a long time, or you just were never valuable. Like you just never entered that game. You just decided to just give up, right? And I told him video games would allow me to feel good in this suck, which a couple of reasons. One, I don't feel like I deserve it, and two, I don't want it. I want to feel it. Like I want to feel the suck. I want to feel. Um, I want to feel the feeling of being unimportant. You know, like I want that to sting. I want that to burn into me. because it's like that's the only thing I feel like that would push people. Like that's why, God, I saw this one YouTube video. This kid said, "I wasn't addicted to video games. I was addicted to leveling up." That fucking like that's solid. That's a really good. That's a really good saying. Um, and if I look back on all the times that I was playing video games, I was leveling up in video games. I wasn't leveling up outside of video games. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't working out. I wasn't eating healthy. Like um, I feel like I'm a lifestyle individual. What I mean by that is I take on other habits and activities and characteristics and identities of the person I'm pursuing, right? So if I, or not just the person I'm pursuing, but just other things that are associated with that, right? Like staying up late, right? So if the main hub is video games, right? The main like center of the nucleus is video games. I would also stay up late. I would also eat junk food. I would also not work out. I would also not focus on work. I would also have a poor social life. I would right all of these, and like this lifestyle was curated from this one thing that I did, and it right like I don't know if that's for other people as well, because I see people that are in shape that play video games, and I'm like, how? Like I'm a very uh, yeah I don't know how to explain it. Um, if you get what I'm trying to say, though, I'm a very like if I work out, I'll eat healthy. I'll go to sleep early. I'll wake up early. I'll read. I'll I'll build a business. I'll focus on set. Right? It's just like how do you describe? I don't know how to describe that, but I think you get what I'm trying to say. Um, so that's why I can't go back to video games as much as I want to go back to them. It's because I want that. I want that instant relief. That I'm important, right? That I'm valuable, right? If I'm carrying my team in a video game, I feel a sense of status. I feel a sense of importance. I feel a sense of value. And it's like, but when I get it from the video game, I have no desire to get it elsewhere because my meter's filled from the game. So now that I've given up the games, it's like I'm working out every day. I'm working a lot every day. I I am reading. I am building a business. I am eating very healthy. I am like, and it's just this domino effect of one healthy thing leads to another healthy thing leads to another healthy thing. And I almost like it now that I'm thinking about it, like being in this place where I'm like, oh, I'm better than this. Like I can do more than this. Like I can provide more value than this. I can be of more utility than this, right? Um, Something that Alex Ramosi said that I have not been able to stop thinking about lately is you can have whatever you want. You just can't have it whenever you want it. Delay gratification. And that just blows my mind because I believe it to be true. I 100% believe that to my soul now, that I truly can have anything I want. I just can't have it whenever I want it. I have to delay gratification. And it's like now that's the game that I'm addicted to, right? Is chasing this version of me that is better than the version I am now. And it's not elusive in the sense that I'll never reach it. It's just like it will take time. And I used to hate that, and now it's almost like this romantic idea that like it's like that's the way it's supposed to be. Because if it didn't take time, it's like when I was playing Grand Theft Auto when I was a kid. The game was so much fun until I had all the cheat codes. and I had everything I wanted right when I wanted it. It's almost like the fact that I can't have exactly what I want right now in life makes me want it even more. Because of the person I have to become, because of the prices I have to pay. Right? I was on a run in Florida a while ago. When I was living in Florida, I used to go on runs all the time. And Alex had a video, and I loved it. It's like, instead of having Louis Vuitton on the shelf or those Nikes, they're characteristics. It's discipline and consistency. And it's like, you can buy those as well, right? You can buy discipline, not in the sense of, paying for them in a monetary way, but you can pay for them, right? Every day you wake up, you can decide to put $1 towards discipline, right? It's like, if I wake up at 4 every single day, right, for a week, boom, I just bought level 1 of discipline. And there's something about working for things that you can't buy, because you actually cannot buy discipline, right? You could be a billionaire and you could be overweight, and you could pay for a personal trainer, but they can't lift the weights for you. It's funny. I was having a conversation with Nate, and I was telling him all I wanted was money before, and I wasn't making a whole lot of it. And now I want everything that money can't buy. And I'm making more money than I ever have. It's crazy. I'll end the video with this, because it's just been a brain dump of my thoughts. The law of indifference has been very crucial in my life lately, where the more importance I place on something, the more out of reach I put it, because I place it on this pedestal. Not to confuse the law of indifference with being ungrateful, but I just look at those things as not important anymore, not as important. Like, it's just normal, right? Like, a person who makes $40,000 a month, every single month for the past 15 years, they don't look at $40,000 the way I used to look at $40,000, which was this, oh my God, this like mighty achievement, this grandiose achievement, this like this unattainable level. They're just like, yeah, I make $40,000 a month. Like, I've just been doing it for the past 15 years. Like, they're indifferent about it, and that's why they're making it, right? Or the guy who gets the babes, right? He gets the tens, the baddies. He's not sitting here freaking out, right? Like a kid on Christmas Day that he has a beautiful woman in his life. That's just his reality, right? The law of indifference, right? If he gets that pretty girl, cool. If not, cool too. There's another pretty girl waiting for him, because he knows it, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the way I've been looking at reality lately, is because I used to be so, I used to treat everything as a miracle, right? And it placed this level of importance on it, that when those things didn't happen, it was the complete opposite of a miracle. It was a disaster. It was absolute chaos. It was hell, right? And now that I don't care, and I am learning to take the importance away from things, it's just like, I don't look at $40K a month as this crazy goal anymore. I just look at it as like, yeah, that's something I'll achieve. Am I going to be super excited about it and freaking lose my shit? It's like, no. It's like I put in the work. Like, of course I'm gonna get there. Like, duh. You know? So, yeah. Still grateful for it. But, and it's not even an expecting. It's not even an expecting of this event to happen. It's just like, if you just chop at a tree long enough, it's like it's gonna fall down. You know? You don't expect, you just know. Right? So it's like, that's the way I'm moving through life. But yeah. I'm gonna start posting on YouTube a lot more because I want to document my journey. I'm gonna get off social media for a while because I know I'm capable of more, and I'm entering this zone where I'm just focusing on me more and more, and it feels really good. So yeah, no more Facebook, no more Instagram, and I kind of like it because there's people that watch me on there, and this is a double-edged sword because I know that people won't watch me on here, and a part of me wants them to, but I kind of like that. I kind of like knowing that no one's going to watch this. And it's just really cool to me because I have videos and photos on my phone and of me 5 years ago, 10 years ago, knocking on doors, cold calling, and it's like that's my most prized possession is looking at the person I was 5 years ago. It's such a beautiful thing. It really is. So I'm looking forward to looking at this video 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Yeah,